Hello Fantasy Faithfuls and welcome to Scheme Fit Season 3 Episode 9. Today I will be looking at Adam Humphries and Marcus Mariota. First, let's take a look at Adam Humphries from last year. Humphries is a short target receiver. Even on an offense that is widely known as a deep throwing offense, Humphries rarely was targeted beyond 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. The short left zone is the one that correlates the most with fantasy points, so I love to see a massive number there. We can almost ignore the deep zones when it comes to catch rate. The amount of targets would have been so low that it doesn't really matter. In the short zones though, we see that the short left is the dominant one again. This is perfect, assuming that this fits with what the Titans do. Lastly, we have the yards per catch. Here's where Humphries really gets to shine. His yards per catch in the short zones are really good. He's 0.3 yards above league average to the left, 0.5 below in the middle, but 3 above to the right. With that in mind, we have two zones we want to keep an eye on for Mariota, the short left and the short right. These are his two best zones where we can find synergies with the Titans. The middle one is in the back burner, but it's still there. I would like to take a second to remind you to hit that like button, leave a comment what you think about this video, and subscribe to the channel. I love every interaction I have with y'all, and every little bit helps me put out even more content. Let us now focus on Marcus Mariota. Mariota had one receiver in the top 30 last year. The next guy up was ranked 87th amongst wide receivers. He has traditionally targeted his number 2 receiver 21.8%, and that is where I have Humphries right now. He does, however, throw less touchdowns than Winston, 4.3% touchdown rate versus Winston's 4.6%. So on 500 throws, that is roughly 2 touchdowns less. Starting with the passing patterns, Mariota is somewhat different from other quarterbacks in this regard. Most quarterbacks throw more to the right side of the field, but Mariota has a dominant left side. This works well with Humphries as he wants those short left targets all day long. There is of course still plenty of targets to the short right as well. Where Mariota has struggled is in his accuracy. This is of course also on the receivers to help him out, but still he is the quarterback and he has the most amount of responsibility. The deep throws rarely connects and the short right is even below 70%. His best zone is to the short left when it comes to accuracy, and that's what we were hoping for. The yards per completion are above league average to the short left and right, while slightly below to the short middle. This is again a good fit for Humphries as he himself brings short zone production that will help Mariota even more. There is a lot of synergy between these two in all short zones, even if the accuracy and catch rate looks on the lower side of things. When it comes to calling pass plays, Mike Vrabel called a pass on 40.6% of his first downs, 48.2% on second, and 77.6% on third. That is 9% lower than the league average on first down, 10% lower on second, and 2% lower on third. There will be far less targets overall to be shared in Tennessee compared to Tampa. We can also see that Humphries' production goes down as we go deeper into the downs. He is a far better target on first down than he is on third. This is something to keep in mind if there is a lack of throws on first, but Humphries gets targeted a lot more on third compared to before, his overall production will take a hit. Breaking down the red zone trends, Humphries got 16% of his team's red zone targets for roughly 14 targets last year. Marcus Mariota had 55% completion rate in the red zone compared to Winston's 60%. The number 2 receiver for the Titans has over the last 2 years gotten 10 and 8 red zone targets, and Humphries had 3 out of 5 red zone touchdowns in the short left zone, while Mariota has thrown 34% of his red zone touchdowns there over the last 3 years. The fit with Mariota and the short left zone looks promising, but there is less targets to go around in the red zone for the Titans compared to the Bucs. If Humphries only has 10 targets in the red zone in 2019, his touchdown numbers will not increase, which is very concerning for fantasy. And like we always do, let's look at their synergies and bad fits for the conclusion. The short left zone, this is by far the best zone and will lead to production for both of them. They will very much benefit from this match. Short middle and short right zone, I could not decide on which was better here. Both these zones have good but not great synergies for the players, lack of accuracy and or production. Lack of competition, Corey Davis, Tavon Taylor, and Tajay Sharp is to me not the most dangerous group to compete with out there. For the bad fits, we have the deep zones. Mariota throws more than I would have guessed deep even if he's not accurate, while Humphries has nothing going on there at all. The red zone is 50-50 for me. He matches well with Mariota, but the lack of throws is very concerning. Lastly, this is a big one. There's just too many run plays. The focus on the running game is just too much in Tennessee that even a receiver that has a good fit with Mariota will struggle to make a big fantasy impact. So, in conclusion, I like this pairing, but mainly for one guy, and that is Marcus Mariota. Humphries will help make the offense better, but for him, it will not be good enough to take a huge step forward in fantasy. I can see him finishing top 25 instead of top 29, but not top 20. The fit is just not that good. Next week, I will get into the score prediction videos, and we're starting off with a look at the Dallas Cowboys. Thank you for being part of the Fantasy Faithfuls, and I will see you again next week. Hello, Fantasy Faithful. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to check out more of them right here and here. In case you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat.